Welcome to episode 2 of Ristretto, Short Shots, Any Topic, part of the Exchange Coffee Podcasting Network presented by Covoya Specialty Coffee. I'm Mike Ferguson. In this episode, Todd Mackey and Andrew Rodden from Rockford Coffee Roasters swap a short list of music they've been listening to and enjoying recently. Todd?
So we're here with Andrew Rodden of Rockford Roasters. Andrew is a longtime friend. We tend to mash it up at a lot of these SCA events and otherwise, and we've gotten into a habit of talking about records that we like, and I tend to suggest records to Andrew, and Andrew, while on one hand says he will check them out, he typically doesn't, or does with a certain bias attached. And so we've thought it would be fun to riff a little bit for a few minutes in the booth. It's coffee related in that we're both coffee professionals and we're here at a coffee event. But yeah, Andrew, I guess my question for you, and we'll get right to it, is what are 3 albums that they didn't need to come out this year necessarily, but 3 albums that moved you this year? And we can trade back and forth. I'm prepared.
Let me check my phone to. All right, the first one that comes to mind is the live album from MJ Lenderman. Lenderman, yes. He's a solo artist, but he just calls his live band MJ Lenderman in the Wind.
Okay.
Rocks.
Tell me about it.
It's like, I don't know what they're calling it. It's like I think they're calling it alt country is like the so like Wilco adjacent maybe, but
whoa,
more guitar solo.
Has this type of genre been in your catalog?
I love it.
When did you take this type of turn?
I'm a big 90s rock guy.
Okay. So 90s rock being like Pearl Jam, Nirvana.
Not that direction. The like Dinosaur Jr., like Sub Pop, I guess, 90s rock. I don't know that I've ever really been into Nirvana. It's just not a thing that we listen to in my household.
You've never been into Nirvana?
No, I mean, I have young parents, and they were into like Metallica and things that were happening in the early to mid 90s, and I just think I guess
you associate it with them, and it's
Nirvana was happening, but it was no. Nirvana was happening, but I just don't think that was the lane that they were in. So maybe it's like.
What year were you born, if I may ask?
1993.
Okay, so Nevermind had already come out.
Yeah.
The world was already changed.
Yeah.
So you don't remember what it would be like.
Pre-Nirvana, no.
Yeah, that's an issue. Not an issue. Sorry.
Maybe
flying off the handle here.
Maybe in your world that's an issue.
No, not an issue. It's more like I think that was. I feel like I've heard our esteemed producer Mike Ferguson's recollection of where he was when Nevermind was released. I mean, it was that kind of album. It was
sure.
It both at the moment, but then the way that it flowed through culture for years and years.
Massive. I do know that
changed everything.
Enormous. It sold millions of copies.
Yeah. But a massive influence. Okay, MJ Lenderman. Is it a particular record that
it's I think he put out like a series.
A live album.
It's a live album. I think I don't know if he has like a full length. Maybe he does, but I know he did like a couple like EPs, and then they're all just on the live record.
All right, killer.
Which awesome. That's the one I listen to the most probably lately.
Right.
Is
MJ Lenderman's live album.
He also played. Do you know that singer Waxahachie?
No.
He also plays on that.
Okay.
Newest Waxahachie record, which is like a similar style of stuff.
Okay. Well, I'm going to share one of my records.
Tell me.
I'm going to start with an album called Proof of Life by an artist, singer-songwriter called Joy Alatikin.
Oh, you shared that with me.
Yeah. Did you check it out?
I did enjoy it. Ben and I...
You enjoyed it?
I liked it. It was nice. Let the record show. I, Andrew Rodden, have admitted that I liked something that Todd J. Mackey sent to me.
Yeah, that's right. I love that record. I mean, the songwriting is incredible. It's such a great combination of probably something that would similarly slot as like alt country.
They had a lot of bigger I guess not bigger, but like a decent amount of like well-known people on the record, right? Is that?
Oh yeah. There's great guest spots, but yeah, amazing texture in terms of, like, there's some like, programming. There's lots of like organic like acoustic instruments, and yeah, the lyrical content is spot on. Joy Elodican is awesome. That record, fantastic. Proof of Life. Check it out. What's your number 2?
My number 2. Let me go back to the phone. I think because the weather has been a little bit nicer too. I've been in the self-titled Ramones record.
Okay, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's
cool.
I don't know why.
That's cool.
It's one of those. I think for me, it's one of those things that the weather is nice and it just sounds better. I'm not going to listen to it. Doesn't seem like something I want to listen to in the middle of winter.
Okay.
But maybe because they're singing about the beach, and it's basically just the East Coast Beach Boys. Is
all right. I can dig. Self-titled Ramones. Get into it. My second album, which I also recommended to you, album came out in 2022, but I slept on it. It's a band from the state I grew up in Connecticut, a band called Anxious. They have an album they put out called Little Green House, which to me, fantastic hardcore, punk, post-hardcore record.
Let the record show I also enjoyed that record after Todd sent it to me.
We're 2 for 2. This can't be. Maybe it's just Be Well that you just wouldn't get onto?
I think that's the...
Okay, well, I'm going to remember it as every record I've ever suggested. Anxious, Little Green House. Check it out. What's your number 3?
My number 3... the record is called Cartwheel by a band called Hotline TNT.
Hotline TNT. Hotline TNT. Okay, tell us about it.
It's like... I don't know how they would describe it. I don't want to call it like shoegaze, but it's
okay,
like fuzzy,
like Promise Ring era.
It's like fuzzier than that, if you know what I mean. Like more
okay.
pedals.
Okay,
it's good.
Yeah, more pedals means shoegaze.
I think that's how it works. It's like one person who just kind of has a revolving band of whoever can go on. I think he's from like South Dakota or something.
Okay.
He's a punk adjacent individual that is a friend of a friend who is not playing. I'm sure they were in hardcore bands at some point, but famously wears a South Dakota straight edge Letterman jacket on stage.
Oh, really?
Which is something you don't see in
that is so. That's
in the year
I was
20...
gonna say bizarre, but not bizarre. Just very unique.
You have a you got a CTHC straight edge?
No, I never did.
Smart.
Did you have a Rockford?
Never.
Straight edge.
No, there
jacket?
there was talk of like small crew Letterman jackets being made at one point, but I never.
Small crew.
There was like a crew of people in Milwaukee that had them that was
called Small Crew.
No, it's not called Small. It's just a small group of individuals.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Small Crew straight edge would be a good back of the jacket.
It was kind of sticky to me.
Yeah.
All right, cool. What's that album again?
It's called Cartwheel by Hotline TNT.
Hotline TNT Cartwheel. I'll check it out. Last record for me, it's actually one that came out a week ago. And it has not become what I imagine it will be, but I'm going to say it not so much to manifest the reality, but just because I love the artist. Songwriting is amazing. Really great production and sound on the album in like a more minimal, very, I don't know, earthy, for lack of a better way to say it. Records just always sound great. This is an artist called John Moreland, and he just put out an album called Visitor. Check it out. It's good. I
have listened to earlier John Moreland things. I haven't listened to the new record, but
yeah, it's very good.
I think he played in Rockford once.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, he's from the Midwest.
That would make sense.
Well, that's great. Andrew, I really appreciate you taking the time to hobnob and talk music with me. It's a nice respite from all the coffee stuff. Well, it's good to have you, man. Thanks for taking the time.
Thank you for having me on this esteemed podcast. I've seen the podcast studio in the Covoya offices, so this is... One day I'll get there, but you got to start small.
Hey, if you play your cards right.
I wore a Providence sweatshirt. It's not Providence, Rhode Island. It's actually Providence, Indiana, but...
I like it just the same.
I didn't wear it on purpose. It was unintentional. Just happened.
We'll take it as though you did.
Yeah. Cut that mark. Just mark that spot. Cut the explanation out. We're good. I don't even know if he's recording.
You've been listening to an episode of Ristretto, short shots, any topic, and part of the Exchange Coffee Podcasting Network, presented by Covoya Specialty Coffee and produced by me, Mike Ferguson. Our Ristretto theme music is Espresso Bar by Hans Hofken. You can reach out with comments, questions, thoughts, and ideas at mike.ferguson@covoya.com. Thanks for listening.
Okay.
I don't even know what you want to talk about.
I want to talk about records.
Sure.